your credit score is really calculated. I think it's important for people to understand it, and then you'll know how to. You can affect your credit score whether you're working with me, yourself, nobody, whatever. You can affect your credit score starting as of today. 35%, the biggest part of your credit score and your credit history is your payment history. So it's your on-time payments versus your late payments. So if you do nothing else, those late payments, like I said, can take you down 100 points even sometimes, depending on where your credit score is at. So you don't want to make late payments. You want to make sure that you are budgeting, doing whatever it is you need to do to get on top of that. Anything attached to your social security number, make sure you're paying it on time. Make sure you figure out a way. Maybe it's a month you can't get the hair and nails done because you need to pay this on time. Whatever it may be, at that moment, at that time, I know it's a hard pill to swallow, but you don't want to mess yourself up like that. Especially after all the hard work. It's just like losing weight. It's easy to gain and then harder to lose. So with credit, it's easier to get bad credit than it is to, get your credit score up. With my help, that make it easier, but it's not the easiest thing under the sun. So that's the 35%. 30% is your credit usage. So we talked about the credit limit. Make sure you're paying under 30%. If you really want to use the bill, under 10%, pay it off. Use those 2 payment tricks that I went over with you guys. And then 15% is your length of credit. How old your credit is, So don't close out the credit cards. That's what I'm referring to. So you might have 10 years with an old Capital One card. You're like, I don't use the Capital One card. I'm closing out credit cards. Devil. Don't do it. Use it every so often, about 6 to 9 months or so. Buy something small. I don't care if you buy soda. Buy something small. Use that card. They know it's showing some type of activity. Use something small. Maybe that Netflix account you got for $7 or $15, you can use it with that. It recurs, and then you pay off that $15 in 2 payments the following month. So that's the don't close it. The next 10% is your increase, your new increase. So you don't want more than 2 increase. So when you go to a place and it says a soft credit, it's still a credit pool. So when you go, it's just going to be a soft pool, it's still a credit pool. It still shows up as an inquiry. And what happens is if you have too many inquiries, it makes you look desperate for credit. And that's when they say no. It's too many inquiries. If you ever read the letter that comes to you, one of them will say too many inquiries, too many times that you got your credit pool. So you want to limit that 2 per year. So especially if you're about to try to get a home, don't get your credit pool. Just don't fall. We're about to run into the holidays. Do not fall into the trick. You get 10%, 30% off. Even if you apply, knowing you're gonna be denied, even if you're not gonna be denied, don't fall for the okie doke.
Don't fall for the okie doke.
Yes. So, and then the last 10% is a mix of credit. So people don't understand that you definitely need to have some sort of. They're like, I don't know, my credit score is low. I don't do anything. A 0 credit score is just as bad as a bad credit score. You're still going to have high interest rates and everything else. So you definitely need to have a credit score. So you need a mix of credit. So that means like installment loans versus your revolving loans. So your mortgages, your payments, your car payments versus your credit card like loans and stuff like that. So you want to have a mix of different things on your credit.